radio station. Start of quarter number 2 here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you as 3 from the left side. No good by Walls. Rebound comes out to Chapmanville. Collins brings it up the right side. Kicks it up top for Shull. Chapmanville leads at 23-15 after 1 quarter of play. Again, this is a do-or-die game. Collins drives baseline and reverse layup for Devin Collins. He's got 6 points now.
Yeah, that little length there that Collins has, the wraparound play there. Obina did an excellent job of sealing off the baseline for Collins to be able to drive too.
Now Beckelheimer, great fake, got Obina in the air, and he steps back for 3 and buries it.
Well, Beckelheimer has to do that more for Lincoln County here tonight. Hits 2 big shots from the outside so far.
Underneath they go to Kish as Chapmanville breaking the press with ease right now, and Kish lays it in for his 5th point. Almost another steal as McClure drives in along the baseline. 9-point lead for Chapmanville. Kicks it out. Open 3 on the way. Short with it by Walls and rebounded by Elkins. He'll get it over to Shull. Shull will bring it into the center. Now to Collins. Collins steps in for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out for Blankenship. Here he comes up the right side. Stutter steps, drive baseline by Obina, and the pass thrown away to Collins. Here comes Collins up the floor, trying to go to a double-digit lead. Elkins goes for 3 from the right wing. No good off the back rim. Collins fights for the rebound, but taken by McClure, and they're going to get Collins on the foul.
Yeah, that's the right call. Good hustle from Collins, but he was able to grab McClure from behind, as we'll see Garrett Richard check in for the Tigers as Coy Garrettson checks back in for the Panthers, Chris. And Lincoln County's got to hit some more shots from the outside if they want to keep this thing close. We mentioned that they had to get to 60-65 to have a chance in this game. Well, they've got to get some shots to go from the outside.
27-18 Chapmanville, 6:22 to go in the first half. Driving in is Garrettson. He had a nice first quarter. Now to Beckelheimer. Thought about it. Now we'll kick it out front. It's going to go off the hands of Walls. Can he get there for the over and back? Oh, they're going to get Kish on the foul.
Kish, as Kish tried to box him out for the ball there on the loose ball. And I'm not entirely sure I like that call. I understand why they called it, but Kish was ahead and pretty much had the ball his own rights, and then it was Walls that dove for it.
And now Richard goes flying as contact between him and Hill, nothing called. They get it to Garrettson, now to the free throw line for McClure. Out to Hill on the left wing. So this game's starting to pick up, and not just intensity, but in physicality now as Hill drives in. Kicks it out. Nice pass to Beckelheimer. Open 3, and Beckelheimer connects again.
He can shoot. He can shoot. He needs to be a little bit more selfish at times.
He's got 11 points now and 3 3-pointers as the lead back to 6. Obina drives in again. Can't connect on this layup attempt. Rebounded by Elkins. Now out to Richard. Left corner 3. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Obina. He misses on the putback and taken away by Hill. Here comes Lincoln County. Out to McClure. Over to Beckelheimer again for 3. No good this time, and rebounded by Shull. If he would have got that to go, then the entire Lincoln County cheering section would have came off its foundation. Bean on a lob pass, can't catch it, but gets it back, puts it up, no good. Rebounded again by Obina, put back no good, and rebound taken by Garrettson.
Lincoln County's crowd starting to get behind the Panthers, believing a little bit in this upset bid.
And Rodney Plumley absolutely fired up on the bench right now. Can they close this to 4 or 3 on this trip? They trailed by double digits a moment ago. Now here's a pass in the left corner. Gets away from Beckelheimer and out of bounds. So a big turnover there. As Kish on the ground for a little bit, but he's able to get back up, and now Mullins will check back in. So will Collins with 1 foul each as Kish and Obina go to the bench.
Yeah, Chris, you and I have done some Chapmanville games here this year, a lot of them. How many times have we seen Obina and Kish winded in a basketball game? And right now, they are tired on the bench.
Again, that's what me and Nathan talked about on Saturday, said that Lincoln County just absolutely runs you to death in a game. And they didn't seem tired against man, and man, they were doubled over in the third quarter looking for help as Shull dribbles in, gives it off to Elkins. Elkins travels with it, and that'll give it back to the Panthers. And the more you get this game to a certain point, James, again, we're still at 4:32 left in the second, but the more this game stays tight, not only do the Lincoln County fans get into it, you've got Logan fans here, some Scott fans here that wouldn't mind seeing the defending state champs get ushered out of here.
Yeah, the only down 6. Lincoln County takes a timeout here, Chris, to kind of reset. And this is a very important possession for Lincoln County because they really haven't been able to get underneath that 6-5 point window that Chapmanville has had for much of this game.
Well, just while we have a moment, Nationwide Insurance agent Greg Dalton is a proud supporter of Chapmanville Regional Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-855-4906. Greg Dalton Insurance with offices on Main Street in Chapmanville and Main Street in Logan. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. So we go back to action. Lincoln County with the ball, trailing it by 6 here at about the midway point of the second quarter. Again, Lincoln County comes in at 20-3, number 10 in Class AA. Chapmanville at 20-2, ranked number 1 in the state. This pass stolen away by Collins, gets it ahead to Shull. One-on-one with Carpenter, turnaround jumper in the paint. And Andrew Shull with a nice response.
Another big stop for Chapmanville, gets the lead back up to 8, something the Lincoln County hasn't been able to overcome yet.
And Garrettson answers back with a mid-range jumper from the right wing as he has had a well of a first half. He's got 10 points now. It's trap in the backcourt. Shull gets it ahead to Elkins. Pull-up jumper from the right side, and Brandon Elkins is just so money on those mid-range shots.
Yeah, you could tell it was real smooth, the easy step-in shot for Brandon Elkins, who continues to impress tonight from the field.
Yeah, I believe it was given off underneath the Garrettson, and once again he's free on the left block, and Garrettson lays it in. He's got 12 now. But I believe Elkins, he signed with West Virginia State. Wesleyan, excuse me, I apologize. But yes, signed with West Virginia Wesleyan to play college ball this week as a big moment for him. And now he'll take it on the left wing. And Elkins showing why West Virginia Wesleyan wanted him as he cans a 3. He's got 7 here in the first half. So now it's up to a 9-point lead again. Garrettson looks to respond again, and Corey Garrettson hits from the top of the key. He has been unconscious here in the first half.
Well, the Panthers not going away here, even as Chapmanville continues to push the ball down the floor.
Mullins took it right side, and they're going to get a block on the way in, I believe, on Garrettson. And that'll be his first as Mullins challenged the rim.
Saw in our video productions All-State Good Hands replay there as Garrettson hitting that 18-foot jumper as Mullins at the line, and his junior Chris doesn't shoot a lot when sometimes you feel like he has the open look and probably should, but he's so unselfish and just one of the better kids and athletes at Chapmanville Regional High School.
I'm going to say a lot like Kyle Browning.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he has been.
Just unselfish, doing his job, and then whenever he needs to score, he finds a way to. As Mullins has 3 points here tonight. Second free throw up, second free throw good. So the lead back up to 9. And last year in this game, Chapmanville was 15 of 18 from the free throw line, thus far shooting a good percentage tonight. As pass up ahead, got away from Hunter Hill, but he's able to throw it off of Elkins and save the possession for Lincoln.
The pace continues to just be frantic at times, Chris. And, Lincoln County's used to it, though. They have played this way all season long, so doesn't really change the way they operate.
They get it to Garrettson. Can he do it again? This time he's short from the free throw line as Obina came flying out at him. Here comes Shull with it. Over to Elkins on the right side. It's a 9-point Tiger lead. Now to Shull. Dumps it inside for Obina. Great pass, and Obina can't finish on the layup, but he's fouled on the way up. And that's Garrettson. That's going to be 2 on him.
And you mentioned it, Chris. That was an excellent pass from Shull. Shull. Looked like he was going to shoot a long three. Everybody turned to box out, except Shull knew that he was going to dump it right into Obina, and who had an easy look, just couldn't get the bucket to go.
And Obina's had several around the rim here in the second quarter that he just hasn't been able to get to fall for him, but he does hit on the free throw, as he's now got 8 points for the game, including that forever memorable dunk back in the first quarter.
You see our Kinsel Law Office replay there on Video Productions on the foul that was on Obina.
As Obina misses on the second, but the lead is at 10. Nice pass underneath the Blankenship, but he can't handle it and out of bounds. Wow, how did Walls find him through that traffic, and Blankenship just couldn't snag it in?
Yeah, Blankenship just kind of lost the handle of it, but Walls again continues to make great passes here tonight for the Panthers.
And again, 37-27 Chapmanville. They break the pressure once more. Shull over to Collins on the left side, drives baseline, and Devin Collins gets the layup to go. He's got 8 points.
They just don't have any answer right now for Collins or Obina's size inside.
Great pass by Beckelheimer. Finds Blankenship all alone underneath on the left block. His first two. 39-29 Chapmanville. Up ahead, Elkins finds Shull. Tries to go inside, but it's tipped away. But Shull and Collins there to chase it down. Collins now double team. Splits it, gives it to Obina. Rock the house again with a two-hand stuff this time.
Little no-look pass from Collins onto the baseline to Obina, and he stuffed it home.
41-29. Now Walls looks to respond. Can't on the short jumper. Rebounded underneath, though, by Lincoln County. They get it back out the Walls. Drives left side. Pinned against the glass by Obina. Obina thought about a baseball pass down the floor, but instead gives it to Shull. Now to Mullins. Mullins into the center for Obina. Kicks it left side. Elkins alone for three. This time over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Hill pushes it up the center. Now drives in. Gets all the way to the rack. Can't hit on the layup. Put back no good by Garrettson. Obina with the board. Up ahead they go to Mullins, now to Shull, to the free throw line, pull up jumper, and Andrew Shull able to convert in transition once again.
Yeah, just like that, Chris. It's a 14-point lead for Chapmanville after Lincoln County had it so close there early on in the second quarter. Only down 6, and now Chapmanville extending that lead.
It's just so crazy how well Lincoln County has played, and yet they still find themselves down 14. And that just goes to show the toughness of this Chapmanville Tiger team. They've taken a lot of blows from Lincoln County in the first half, but they've been able to respond each time. Now Beckelheimer, left corner, tries to step back on the three-point line, and they say he had a foot on the line, but he still is able to connect.
Yeah, that would have been his 4th three tonight, but his foot on the line, so it only counts as 2.
Up ahead for Elkins. Elkins slips and falls, and the ball taken away by the Panthers. 30 seconds left in the half. Garrettson lobs it over for Beckelheimer. Now back inside. Nice cut by Garrettson, but again he is stuffed as Garrettson goes tumbling out of bounds. Obina with it. Up ahead for Collins, but it gets away and out of bounds. And Obina just once again baits these players into going up for those layups, and he just times it perfectly almost every time.
Yeah, great block from Obina. Brandon Elkins limping off the floor right now. We saw him kind of go in sideways there on his foot, Chris, so have to look at his status in the second half. Doesn't look too serious, but he is limping around and probably going to get checked out at halftime.
Down to 12 seconds left in the first half. Lincoln County likely with the last look. Garrettson to McClure over left corner. 3 for Walls. No good off the front rim with 4 seconds. Rebound tipped around, knocked away, still loose, and that will end the first half of play here from Willie Acres Arena. And what a first 16 minutes it was. Back and forth, old-time run-and gun basketball here from one of the men who originated it, Willie Acres, as it is Chapmanville leading at 43-31 here in the sectional semifinals. James and I will step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll talk about this breakneck speed here in the first half of action as you are listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 2 championship or semifinal game, right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Chronic wounds can really slow you down. At Logan Regional Medical Center, we want to help you get back to doing the things you love without having to travel far from home. That's why the team from our Advanced Care Wound Center combines expertise and advanced technology, like the region's only hyperbaric oxygen therapy program, helping you to heal quickly. Logan Regional Medical Center.
Healing starts here. Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Get ready to drive your ambition in a brand new Mitsubishi with President's Day savings all month long. Now at Thornhill. Save with the dealer that's here for you. New Mitsubishi models starting at $12,946. Friends and family offers and top-of-the-line service. Go Thornhill.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
This February, we're celebrating President's Month at Thornhill Mitsubishi, featuring last call pricing on remaining 2018 Mitsubishi models, with over $6,600 off 2018 Outlander PHEV and new 2018 Outlander Sport for $16,000.
Welcome in, everybody, to the halftime show. Chris Kidd and James Barker here.
Seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We've probably helped somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
I've been a lot of things over the years. Your blind spot, your loose satellite dish, a literal deer in the headlights. But it's a new year and I'm making a resolution. No more mayhem. This year, I'm everything that helps keep you safe. Like the fuzzy yellow tennis ball, dangling from a string, helping make sure you pull the car in far enough. But not too far.
Chronic wounds can really slow you down. At Logan Regional Medical Center, we want to help you get back to doing the things you love without having to travel far from home. That's why the team from our Advanced Care Wound Center combines expertise and advanced technology, like the region's only hyperbaric oxygen therapy program, helping you to heal quickly. Logan Regional Medical Center.
Healing starts here.
Williamson Health and Wellness Center takes pride in working with knowledgeable and caring physicians who make a positive impact on our community. Excellent dental care for all ages is provided here by Dr. Sahasi. Podiatry is covered by Dr. Nielsen. He helps many in need of critical foot care. Although Williamson Health and Wellness Center offers many more services, the goal is single in mind. Help this great community have a healthier and higher standard of life. Williamson Health and Wellness Center.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open your shut so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day like you mean it. And don't forget who you are. You're free to go anywhere. There's no distance too far.
Uh-oh. Hey, Peyton.
Hey, Brad. It's Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I know, Peyton. I can see you.
Is that a tour bus? You know it. We're going on the road, man. We're going to get some inspiration. You're next Nationwide song is not going to write itself.
Are you outside?
Of course I am.
Already got some ideas, too.
We got to get the band back together.
We weren't a band, Peyton.
Pretty sure we were.
Okay, great talk.
Band is back together.
When you're looking for a small local doctor with a big heart, you've come to the right place at Logan Pediatrics. Your child's care is in good hands with our friendly staff of professionals. Our state-of-the-art clinic offers the best in technology and pediatric health care, from immunizations to annual checkups. Most insurance accepted. Licensed and insured. Call 304-239-0301 or visit loganpediatrics.com. Located at 300 Prosperity Lane, Suite 100 in Logan. We're also proud to welcome our new location in Danville.
And then you have Beckelheimer with 13 points right behind him. John Blankenship with 2 points and Caleb McClure with 2 points to round out the scoring for the Panthers, and that's without their leading scorer Tanner Walls getting in on the action, or Hunter Hill, who averages over 12 points per game. On the other end for the Tigers, they're led by Obina Anachile Killam with 10 points, Devin Collins with 8 points, Andrew Shull with 7 points, Brandon Elkins with 7, and you have Jordan Kish with 5 points, Philip Mullins with 4 points, and rounding out the scoring in the first half was Hunter Cook with 2 points. So we are getting close to the start of quarter number 3. Lincoln County is out warming up. Chapmanville still in the locker room, but likely coming out shortly, as we'll step aside for a 2-minute break and come back for the start of the third quarter after this, as our halftime show has been brought to you by Gaddy's Pizza at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan. After the game, after church, for lunch, or for dinner, bring your family and friends to Gaddy's for great food and big fun. Gaddy's Pizza is a proud supporter of Logan County youth athletes. 43-31 Chapmanville at intermission, as you are listening to Tiger basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Is 2019 the year you experienced the American dream of owning your own home? If so, you should contact Hometown Real Estate. The agents at Hometown Real Estate have over 30 years of experience to help you through the home buying process. Take the first step in purchasing your next home and contact Hometown Real Estate today. They can show you the house that might be your next home.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein & Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein & Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
You see, Brad, songs are really about big life moments. Baby shower here. Big life moment.
What is in here?
Ooh, I hope it's a life insurance policy.
What?
It's a sensible gift. Protection for you and your family. Nationwide has all the tools to help you find the right coverage.
Tiny baby shoes. So close.
Makes no sense. Baby can't even walk. Should have been a life insurance policy. Plus, would have been a great song. Think about it. The lyrics, beneficiaries. Ooh, Brad, where are you going?
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Getting ready for the start of quarter number 3 here from Middleburg/Hatfield Island. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, James Barker. And don't forget, tomorrow night, you're stuck with us again.
That's right.
Starting at about 7:15 with the pregame show. James and I will be at Mingo Central tomorrow night for the call of the other sectional semifinal between the Logan Wildcats and the Scott Skyhawks. So make sure you tune in here on WVOW and on Video Productions, again starting at about 7:15 p.m. with the pregame show. As Chapmanville with the ball to start the third quarter, they skip it cross court for Collins. He finds himself alone for 3, and Devin Collins gets things started fast in the third for the Tigers.
And a big shot there for Chapmanville to coming out of the gate, increasing their lead to 15, and now Lincoln County's got to play a lot of catch-up basketball here in the third quarter.
Now here at the top of the key, driving in and kicking out to Beckelheimer. Then Chapmanville rather going right to left here in the third quarter. Lincoln County left to right as Garrettson, nice fake, turn around in the paint, and he'll connect on the soft jumper.
He continues to impress. Great body control and able to create separation with his shot to get those buckets.
Here comes Shull. Into the center they go for Kish. Ball tipped away, but he gets it back. Now goes out front for Mullins. Now to Shull on the left wing. Dribbles in. His outlet pass is stolen away by Beckelheimer. Here he comes in a foot race with Mullins, and Mullins strips it away from him as Beckelheimer slowed down to try and get an angle. Now here's Mullins. Dribbles to the left. Going to be double teamed, but lobs it up ahead for Shull. He'll lob it inside to Obina, and there's junk number 3 of the evening as he puts it in with 2 hands.
A great lob there from Shull to find Obina streaking toward the basket, and Chapmanville continues to find jumpers right there in the paint.
Now it's 48-33, danger time here for the Panthers. Pass out front, stolen by Obina. He's got a foot race, and he'll throw it down again with one hand as Obina and Achille kill him with a personal highlight reel and 2.5 quarters of action here tonight.
That dunk was similar to the one he had in the first quarter, except there were 2 people there in the first quarter.
So now it's 50-33 Chapmanville as they're looking to try and put this away early in the third quarter. Lincoln County needs a spark, and they need it quickly. Beckelheimer in the left corner. Picked up by Shull. Now to Garrettson. He'll go for 3 in front of Obina. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by Kish underneath. And everything here in the second half has been one and done for the Panthers as they continue to trap in the backcourt. Mullins working his way up the floor. He's up against 10-second call here, but just beats it. Now able to find Shull. Lobs over to Kish. Kish left wing 3, and Jordan Kish connects. And Chapmanville now has opened up a 20-point lead. And that forces Coach Rodney Plumley to burn a timeout with 5:32 to go here in the third quarter. So we'll step aside as well and be back after this as you are listening to and watching Tiger basketball action here on WVOW and Video Productions.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open your shut so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day like you mean it. And don't forget who you are.
Yep.
You're free to go anywhere. There's no distance too far.
Is 2019 the year you experienced the American dream of owning your own home? If so, you should contact Hometown Real Estate. The agents at Hometown Real Estate have over 30 years of experience to help you through the home buying process. Take the first step in purchasing your next home and contact Hometown Real Estate today. They can show you the house that might be your next home.
Out of the break, a quick 3 missed by Blankenship, and it leads to this. Another highlight reel dunk for Obina and Achille Killen, his 5th throwdown of the evening.
It's just a great display of athleticism for Obina here tonight, but credit everybody that's getting him the ball on those cuts toward the basket.
They get it to Beckelheimer on the left wing. He'll drive in, kicks it out for Hill, now into the right corner. Driving in as Walls looking for his first basket of the game, and there it finally is for Tanner Walls. He had 16 last year in this game against Chapmanville, but shut out until that moment. 55-35, Collins tries to get it over to Shull. Had his pass tipped by Beckelheimer, but Shull gets it. We're approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Kish open in the corner. They finally get it to him. Now jumping out is Blankenship on him. Shull dribbles in, lobs it up for Obina again, and he slammed it home again, but a whistle before that. Again, Zach Green is sitting over there scouting this game as well. He's thinking, am I going to have to replace the suspension on all these rims before all this is over with tonight? The way Bina's going after him?
Yeah, I mean, right now Chapmanville just high-lowing that 2-3 zone that Lincoln County has tried to put on the Tigers when they break the pressure. And Chris, really, they don't have an answer for anybody inside.
Now they get it into Mullins' left corner. His 3 no good, but it bounces right back to him as he drives in, and he'll draw the foul with 4:03 left in the third. As the last foul was against Beckelheimer, which was his second. This foul is going to go against McClure. That'll be his first.
You look at your all-state good hands replay here as Obina just thunder dunks one home again, and he has just been impressive tonight. And this third quarter has been all Chapmanville. And we mentioned if Lincoln County wanted to try to keep this upset bid intact, they were going to have a good third quarter. That is not happening so far.
Well, Mullins connects on both free throws. He's got 6 for the game. He had 7 against Lincoln County in last year's contest off the bench. And right now, Chapmanville has turned a 12-point halftime lead into a 22-point lead here in the third. Driving in is Hill, and he's rejected by Obina. And he's probably getting close to double digits in blocks as well as dunks at this point. Over to Shull, left corner 3, no good. And Obina shoved in the back underneath, and they're going to get a foul on the Panthers.
Yeah, right now everything going Chapmanville's way. Even on the offensive glass end, Chris, we have seen multiple opportunities now for the Tigers to get second chance points off of misses and offensive rebounds.
They're going to get that foul on Hill. That's going to be his third, and now they're going to get a walk out front on Mullins, and that'll give the ball back over to Lincoln County. 3:35 left in the third. It is a 57-35 lead for the Tigers. Again, they led it 43-31 at the break, and they've come out here outscoring Lincoln County 14-4 thus far in the third, as Obina will get a breather, as Elkins will come in for him. And the Rims probably with the biggest sigh of relief for the time being, as they get a chance to breathe as well. They'll inbound it to Walls in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline, guarded by Mullins, now out front for McClure. Back over to Walls on the right wing, and they're going to get a body foul on Mullins, and that's the second one of those he's picked up tonight.
Yeah, he's just trying to hedge out in front and stop the dribble back to the middle there. And, you know, sometimes you get caught and you moving your feet, and Mullins trying to make a good defensive play. And, you know, sometimes you just you make a little contact, and you're going to have to take one of those fouls. That's his third now.
Yeah, it's actually Phillips' third foul, so he'll go to the bench as Hunter Cook checks into the game for the Tigers. And now a timeout called by Rodney Plumley with 3:24 left in the third. We'll step aside as well as you are listening to Chapmanville Tiger basketball action with us right here on WVOW and live on Video Productions.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open your shut so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day like you mean it. And don't forget who you are. You're free to go anywhere. There's no distance too far.
Is 2019 the year you experienced the American dream of owning your own home? If so, you should contact Hometown Real Estate. The agents at Hometown Real Estate have over 30 years of experience to help you through the home buying process. Take the first step in purchasing your next home and contact Hometown Real Estate today. They can show you the house that might be your next home.
57-35, Chapmanville in control here just past the midway point of the third quarter. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you as they get it to Garrettson along the right baseline, and this time he misses from about 6 feet, rebounded by Chapmanville. So a lot of those shots that were falling in the first half just haven't gone in the second, and there's Collins again for 3 from the right wing, and Chapmanville now running away with it.
And that just when Garrettson misses that shot short like he did down here and Collins makes the bucket, you know everything's going Chapmanville's way right now.
And now Hill forces up a tough shot and misses over the rim. Here comes Shull up the floor over to Collins. He'll drive in right side. Count it, and the foul for Devin Collins as they get the block on Tanner Walls. And that'll be point number 16 rather for Devin Collins tonight.
See the Allstate Good Hands replay as Collins splashed the 3 from the right wing, and now with a chance to have a old-fashioned three-point play, and does.
And gets the friendly roll off the front iron and through. And this has been a rivalry as of late, James. Chapmanville has owned. Again, it's 5-3. Chapmanville leads it since 2007. But Lincoln County won the first 3 meetings And Chapmanville has won each of the last 5 as Garrettson misses underneath, rebounded by Elkins. But what's been unique about that is in those 5 meetings Chapmanville's won, they've won each of them by 32 points or more against the Panthers. And there's Collins up and under on the right side. He'll lay it in as he continues to put on an impressive show tonight.
Yeah, this was a 12-point game at halftime, and in 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes, Chapmanville has ballooned it to a 30-point lead.
And they're going to get a foul on Collins on the inside. That'll be team foul number 4 against Chapmanville, or team foul number 2, excuse me. It's 4 against Lincoln County, and that's foul number 2 on Collins. But yeah, again, I thought that stat was rather illuminating there. Again, just goes to show the difference in Chapmanville's play over the last 10 years. Again, this year is already clinched it's going to be a winning season, and Chapmanville now has 10 consecutive winning seasons under their belt. Driving in is Tolley, and he's rejected by Hunter Cook. Here comes Elkins, lob up head to Collins, and too far as Collins almost goes end over end into the Willie Akers seats underneath the basket.
Chris, I don't know if you remember this, but when Chapmanville went to the state tournament and they were that, I think they the 7 seed or the 8 seed when they played Polka, and they held the ball.
And
the
8 seed.
They had that 8 seed, and we were talking to Stuart Watts, one of the assistant coaches, the night before, and we knew that maybe Chapmanville wasn't going to win that basketball game, but we felt there was a changing of the guard in the Cardinal Conference for years to come, and that's kind of been the way it has gone here in the last few years.
As Beckelheimer dribbles it out of bounds on their left side. I think right now Lincoln County still fighting on the defensive end, but they seem a little bit dejected on the offensive side as there's a turnover, but now Lincoln County turns it right back over as Elkins intercepts the pass. Over to Shull on the left wing, stutter steps, spin move, turnaround jumper, and all that in one for Andrew Shull, as that was an old school shake and bake as he's got 9 points.
So smooth with his shot inside 15 feet, really inside at 17 or 18 feet.
He's got drive. Hill kicks it out to Beckelheimer on the left wing as he's been silenced here in the second half. Tolley, top of the key 3, and that finally ends the run for Chapmanville as Tolley gets his first bucket.
And you're looking something like a 24-4 run for Chapmanville, finally silenced by that Tolley 3.
Now you get Kish, kicks it cross court for Shull. He'll step back 3 from the right wing, and it's all working here in the third quarter for the Tigers as Shull has 12. Up head to Blankenship, almost lost it out of bounds. Nice pass on a cut to Tolley, and he'll lay it in. 70-40 Chapmanville, final half minute of play here in the third. Shull kicks it out. Cook, he wants 3. He'll get 3 as he's got 5 points on the evening, as it's a shooting gallery right now for the Tigers.
And they can just bring him off the bench, shoot, and make shots from the outside. They can block. They can play defense. What can't the Tigers do right tonight?
As Hill misses on the 3, Chapmanville's going to get one more look with 5 seconds, down to 2. Shull up the court, steps inside the 3-point line, short on the jumper, and that will do it for what was a massive quarter for Chapmanville. They score 30 points and outscore Lincoln County 30-9 in the third quarter to take a 73-40 lead heading to the final 8 minutes. We'll be back after this as you are listening to and watching Chapmanville Tiger basketball action right here on WVOW and live on Video Productions.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open your shut so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day like you mean it. And don't forget who you are.
Yep.
You're free to go anywhere. There's no distance too far.
Is 2019 the year you experience the American dream of owning your own home? If so, you should contact Hometown Real Estate. The agents at Hometown Real Estate have over 30 years of experience to help you through the home buying process. Take the first step in purchasing your next home and contact Hometown Real Estate today. They can show you the house that might be your next home.
Final 8 minutes of play here from Willie Akers Arena as the Chapmanville Tigers well on their way to another sectional final bid as they lead the Lincoln County Panthers 73-40. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you with Terry Bucklew back in the WVOW studios engineering tonight, and Robbie Mounts, our engineer here on Video Productions. As Lincoln County, number 10 in Class AA, 20-3 on the year, but about to see their season end short of a sectional championship game as Tully loses it out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Tigers. And I tell you what, James, Chapmanville looked to be the ones gassed in the first half, but man, coming out of the break, they really turned on the afterburners. In Lincoln County, just after about the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, just started to slump their shoulders and get more dejected. And Chapmanville, if you do that, they will step on your throat and not let you up.
Yeah, and what's happened, Chris, is Chapmanville kept making shots. Lincoln County kept missing shots, and that pressure could never get set up by Lincoln County that we saw in the first half. So Chapmanville continued to, like you said, put their foot on the throat as Elkins continues to impress here tonight.
He hits a mid-range jumper. He's got 9 points for the night, and the lead has swelled to 35 here tonight. Garrettson, left wing, dribbles in, gives it off to McClure. He's stuck inside, and he'll finally put it up, and he banks it in. Again, McClure didn't want to go for that shot. He was scared of Obina coming over and swatting it.
He wanted no part of that shot, but able to create a little bit of separation with multiple hesitations to get it off the glass.
It was one of those, I think Obina just finally said, okay, go ahead, shoot it. You got it. Now Kish at the top of the key. Gives it over to Collins on the right wing, and Brad Napper wants a full timeout as he didn't like what he saw. So with 6:43 remaining, we'll step aside as well and be back after this as you are listening to and watching the Region 4 Section 2 semifinals right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
You see, Brad, songs are really about big life moments. Baby shower here. Big life moment.
What is in here?
Ooh, I hope it's a life insurance policy.
What?
It's a sensible gift. Protection for you and your family. Nationwide has all the tools to help you find the right coverage.
Tiny baby shoes. So close.
Makes no sense. Baby can't even walk. Should have been a life insurance policy. Plus, would have been a great song. Think about it. The lyrics, beneficiaries. Ooh, Brad, where are you going?
Williamson Health and Wellness Center has a mission to create an innovative culture of health that accelerates positive growth throughout rural communities. What does that mean for you? It means better health care through family medicine from qualified physicians who genuinely care. It means access to community outreach programs that help us live healthier lives. It means security in knowing you get incredible care right here. Everyone deserves access to quality, affordable health care. Williamson Health and Wellness Center.
Back here at Willie Acres Arena, Chapmanville on their way to the sectional championship game, about 6:37 away. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you as they get it out top to Kish. He'll take a straight on three. No good, but Obina! Oh my goodness! He's got half a dozen tonight as he gets a putback stuff, and he's got 18 for the game. Oh, it's just unreal, the athleticism of this kid. As Hill dribbles in, kicks it back to the left corner. McClure steps in, mid-range jumper, no good. Long rebound comes out, taken by Beckelheimer. His jumper shorter, actually that was Tully. And now going to the deck and saving it is Kish. Again, that's the hustle you love to see if you're Napper. A lob up for Obina. He catches it, goes reverse, no good. But there's Collins there to sweep up the miss and put it back in.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun out here tonight, Chris. Lobs to the inside, Obina putback slams. It's just been all Tigers here in the second half.
Missed three from the right wing by Walls, and now Chapmanville has it back. Yeah, you talk about Lob City with the Clippers there several years ago. Chapmanville reliving that here this evening as they have a 37-point lead. They get it out front for Kish. Thought about a three, steps in. Now to Collins on the right wing. Kicks it back out to Elkins. He's got a long two on the way. Rims out, but there's Obina once again on the board.
They don't have anybody to match up with Collins or Obina on the inside as we've seen tonight. Collins a smart foul trying to get his friends into the lineup there as Richard, Cook, and Dalton will all check in for Chapmanville.
Yes, as a person that used to come off the very end of the bench for any type of situation, I always love people like Devin Collins. You know, help me get in there a little bit more. As you got Collins, Kish, Shull, and Obina all go to the bench, and they get a rousing ovation as they leave the floor after an unreal performance here in the second half by those guys. 81-42 Chapmanville is driving in as McClure dumps it off to Garrettson, and he'll get a layup to go. and that is his 18th point of the evening, but only 4 here in the second half.
I will say this about the Panthers, Chris. They are always looking for a better shot. When they drive, they are always looking to dish, and you can tell they've been coached really well on fast break basketball.
As Mullins, great stutter step to get in the lane, but his jumper is short, and now Tucker Dalton gets a steal off of that, gives it to Richard. His shot in the lane is good for the Orange Mamba.
Oh, Nathan Bush just smiled real big somewhere, Chris.
Nathan's been waiting on that all year long, and the Mamba finally delivers for him tonight. As on the other end, Hunter Hill able to drive in left side, and he'll get a layup to go. That's actually his first 2 of the game after he had 12 against Man the other night and 15 last year against Chapmanville. 10 last year against Chapmanville. As they get it out front for Dalton. Kicks it over to Richard on the left side as he has it poked away. And nice save by McClure. Lobs it up ahead. Walls, full speed, still able to lay it in with a soft touch. So it is now 83-48 with half a quarter still left to play. It's Philip Mullins across the timeline, still staying in for ball handling duties at this point. They get it to Cook. Now out top of the key for Dalton. Dalton, who he thought about setting up for that 3, now gives it to Elkins, gets it to Richard, and out of bounds off his hands with 3:45 to go. And, even better, everyone here on Chapmanville side's been enjoying the game, but JJ and Reed Barker down there are really enjoying themselves. One of your sons got his shirt off right now?
Yeah, he had his shirt off. I'm glad that his shirt is back on now, but he has really, really enjoyed this game tonight, Chris, and thanks for the shout-out on the air.
Yeah, Nana and George Barker down there, Alan Sue and him, they've had their hands full as well.
They have, absolutely.
As Garrettson able to drive in and lay it in on the left side, that was Blankenship, able to get his 4th point of the game. 83-50 in favor of the Tigers, 3:17 remaining. Now up top for Mullins, left side for Dalton. Dalton gives it to Mullins. Back over to Cook, lobs it inside, but it gets away as Elkins was flashing back out top, and it's taken by Blankenship. So he'll get it over left side. McClure gets his man in the air, drives in, and Cook comes from behind and commits the foul with 2:57 to play, and that'll send McClure to the line.
One thing I like when I watch Chapmanville's bench, Chris, they're still engaged in the game. Obina was trying to coach on the bench. Collins looking as well as you look at your All-State Good Hands replay there on the drive for Lincoln County on the previous bucket, but also another guy coaching on the bench down there. Little Brendan Napper down there drawing up some plays on the whiteboard.
He is a coach in waiting. We all know that right now. Again, Brennan, he's about as active as anybody along that bench as McClure hits on the first. But just a reminder that when the power takes a timeout at your home, you can get timely alerts on outage conditions and restoration estimates by signing up at AppalachianPower.com/alerts. Second free throw off the mark for McClure, taken away by the Tigers. 32-point lead with 2:50 to play. Chapmanville will set up a date with one of their 2 rivals on Friday. It'll either be the Corridor G rivalry with the Scott Skyhawks, or it'll be the Battle of Logan County on Friday night, part 3 between Logan and Chapmanville as a turnover as Hunter Jeffrey's pass got away and out of bounds. And again, looking ahead to those matchups, James, again, Scott and Logan, that's going to be a tough task. Again, Logan won both regular season games pretty handily, but the second meeting was a lot tighter heading into the 4th quarter. And so Logan and them, they'll get it on Minor Mountain tomorrow night. But I think Logan knows if they don't play a good ball game, that's a Scott team very capable of going in and upsetting them as Walls hits a 3 from the left wing.
Yeah, Chris, you're absolutely right. This is a Scott team that is very dangerous. Jagger Bell on the inside, one of the better post scorers that we have seen this year. And then John Hamilton from the outside, if he is hot, heats up from the outside. Scott's a very difficult team to beat, so Logan's going to have their hands full. An update on David Early, practiced fine, should be close to, if not 100%, tomorrow night on Minor Mountain.
That's excellent news for the Logan Wildcats as Richard misses on the drive. Rebound taken away by the Panthers up ahead, and almost being able to save it on the steal that time was Isaiah Fleming, but it goes out of bounds off of Chapmanville.
I'm going to say this publicly. I've said this behind closed doors before. I'd love to see that Fleming kid play football for us. Would love it. I love his athleticism. I love his speed, and he's all hustle.
He is, and I said he's lightning quick too. I mean, he's been a kid I've seen in JV a lot this year, and he's got a ton of potential at a lot of sports. So, hopefully you get your wish come fall.
I'm going to keep trying.
As Walls misses from mid-range and rebound taken away by the Tigers, as Coach Napper looking to get in a couple of other substitutes here in the final 90 seconds as Elkins at the top of the key gets it over, pass knocked away and taken by Beckelheimer as Beckelheimer puts on the brakes, now tries to drive in on Richard, steps back, can't find an opening, now gets it to Blankenship over right side, nice pump fake, pull-up jumper up, rims in and out, no good for Bryce Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover, nice move there, a little head fake and create that separation for that jumper. Just couldn't get the shot to go as we now see Beckelheimer foul to get his teammate into the game.
And Beckelheimer commits the foul, and that will do it for him in his high school career here. Again, something that's going to be so tough for Rodney Plumlee is saying goodbye to these 4 senior starters. Again, they brought him and this school so much joy this year and over the last several years, and that's the hard part when you got that nucleus that all graduate together. You have to see them all leave at once, and those are the years that are the hardest right there. As they get it out to Larry Osborne, who's into the game. Beckelheimer getting hugs from everyone along the Lincoln County bench right now. Down to 40 seconds inside to Hunter Jeffrey. Tries to drive in, kicks it out. 3 on the way. No good for Nelson off the back iron and rebounded by Carpenter. And now Coach Plumlee calls a quick timeout just to get a couple of other subs into the game. It'll be Connor Hunting to check in, as well as Scooter Phillips, this to get recognition for his other seniors as they step off to the floor, and a great move by Coach Plumlee there, letting them get the ovation they deserve.
Hey, Coach Plumlee's done an excellent job at Lincoln County since he's taken over the head coaching duties, Chris, and you cannot give them enough credit. They have played really hard this season, and they they're going to finish with a 20-4 record, and you can't take anything away from these kids.
And a turnaround in the lane for Connor Hunting. The 6'3 sophomore gets on the board as he gets a big ovation from the bench. We're down to the final 5 seconds. Richard will dribble out the clock, and Chapmanville, despite an early challenge from the number 10 team in Class AA, the Chapmanville Tigers go on a 30-9 run in the third quarter and rout Lincoln County here tonight in the sectional semifinals, 83-56. Well, just a reminder that Nationwide Insurance Agent Greg Dalton is a proud supporter of Chapmanville Regional Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-855-4906. Greg Dalton Insurance, with offices on Main Street in Chapmanville and Main Street in Logan. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. Well, James and I will step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll break down all of tonight's action here from Willie Acres Arena as you are listening to and watching Chapmanville Tigers basketball action right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Remember that accident I got in with the pole and I had to make a claim and all that? Is that whole thing still dragging on? No, I took some pics with the app and filed a claim. But you know how they send you money to cover repairs and...
It took forever to pay you, right?
No, I got paid right away. But at the very end of it all, my agent wouldn't even call you back, right? No, she called to see if I was happy. But if I wasn't happy with my claim experience, for any reason, they'd give me my money back. No questions asked. Can you believe that? No.
The claim satisfaction guarantee, only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Chronic wounds can really slow you down. At Logan Regional Medical Center, we want to help you get back to doing the things you love without having to travel far from home. That's why the team from our Advanced Care Wound Center combines expertise and advanced technology, like the region's only hyperbaric oxygen therapy program, helping you to heal quickly. Logan Regional Medical Center.
Healing starts here.
Double your cash and double your fun with a new ride. Let Thornhill Mitsubishi make it happen. Thornhill will put you in a brand new Mitsubishi for under $20,000 and double your tax refund. These offers are moving fast. Visit ThornhillMitsubishi.com to double up and save.
Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services, founded in 1975 by Riley Joe Evans, is a full-service funeral provider, offering services that respect all faiths, personal preferences, and financial considerations. They are the only funeral home in Boone, Lincoln, Logan, and Mingo counties with its own crematory. For more information, contact Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services at 304-855-3232 or visit www.evans-funeral-home.com or like Evans Funeral Home and Cremation Services on Facebook to see their updated obituary information.
Celebrate President's Day like a VIP with Thornhill Mitsubishi in Chapmanville. Our friends and family benefits continue on new 2018 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, including 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 rebate or $2,500 VIP.
83-56, Chapmanville wins it tonight over the Lincoln County Panthers as they move on to the sectional championship game on Friday night against either Scott or Logan. Well, it's time now for the Temp Control Hot Hand of the Game, brought to you by Temp Control of Chapmanville. And tonight's hot hand, we're going to go with Devin Collins. Again, Devin finished with 21 points on the evening, had a big third quarter, hit a pair of threes, and with 11 points in all that quarter and helped Chapmanville pull away to this big victory here tonight. So Devin Collins with 21 points, our Temp Control Hot Hand of the Game award winner. And this winter, if you want your home to be as comfortable as possible, call Stuart Trickler and Roland Mullins at Temp Control of Chapmanville at 304-855-5200. So now James, Chapmanville gets several days off. I'd say we'll see them over on Minor Mountain tomorrow night as well to try and scout either Scott or Logan, who they'll take on Friday night, likely in the same spot. But again, Scott played Chapmanville tough in the second meeting. It was just an 8-point win for the Tigers over at Scott. And Logan, both those games this year were absolute dogfights. A 4-point win for Chapmanville and a 6-point win here at Logan. So it's going to be one of those either way. Chapmanville knows they've got a very difficult foe awaiting them on Friday night.
Yeah, and the good news for the Tigers, though, even with a loss, they go on to a regional final.
Right.
That's not going to give Brad Napper any more sleep tonight. But, anyway, they've got a chance to do something that hasn't been done in this section in quite a long time when you're talking about 4 straight sectional titles. So it's something that Chapmanville historically could do. That senior class would never lose a sectional championship game. So something that Chapmanville, I'm sure, has in their minds for Thursday night, Chris. And when you look at the matchup tomorrow night for Logan and Scott, David Early being healthy, the Hatfield twins, the Hatfield brothers, the last time out, shot lights out in the fourth quarter for Logan to kind of get that victory over the Skyhawks. So, Scott knows they've got their hands full, but they also know they've got a chance tomorrow to knock off the Wildcats.
Well, let's take a look at our final scoring here tonight on both sides, starting with Lincoln County. They were led by Corey Garrettson with 18 points, then Caden Beckelheimer with 13 points. All of those in the first half. He was held scoreless in the second half. You had Tanner Walls finishing with 7 points, Caleb McClure and Jace Tolley each with 5 points, and Hunter Hill and Connor Hunting, each finishing with 2 points. You also had Blankenship with 4 points on the night. Then for Chapmanville, they were led tonight by Devin Collins with 20 points. Obina Anachile Killam with 20 points, along with 6 dunks on the evening. Then you had Andrew Shull with 12 points. Brandon Elkins with 9 points. Jordan Kish with 8 points, Philip Mullins with 6, Hunter Cook with 5 points, and Garrett Richard with 2 points. And there it is again, James, that really ridiculous balanced scoring we talked about at the top of the broadcast, how any 5 or 6 of the starters or regular players for Chapmanville could come in and hurt you. And you look at the top 6, 9, 12, 8, 21, 6, 20. I mean, it's consistently like this for the Tigers.
And your top 2 scorers, Devin and Obina, finished with the 2 high point totals, but that was because nobody could match up with them on the inside. You look at the way Elkins shot the ball tonight, lights out for most of the game. Kish hit the first shot of the game, and we didn't really hear much from him from the outside the rest of the game, but he wasn't needed. And that's the thing about this Chapmanville team, so unselfish, and they play with such great ball movement. It's going to take a really complete effort from any team in the state to knock them off this year.
Yeah, and if you feel like we forgot about Obina and his effort tonight, don't go anywhere, okay?
Ooh, a teaser.
We're not done giving out awards here this evening. We've got some coming up on Video Productions as well, and right here on WVOW as well, as we've got 2 more to hand out, and I think he might be mentioned. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after our final break here this evening, after this 2 minutes here, as you were listening to Chapmanville Tigers basketball action with us right here on WVOW. KBOW and Video Productions.
Kinzel Law Office is a local firm located at 36 Adams Street in Chapmanville. Rob Kinzel has been practicing law in Logan County for over 15 years and is dedicated to providing quality legal representation for personal injury, criminal defense, and family law for individuals and families throughout southern West Virginia. Call Kinzel Law Office today to set up your free consultation. Rob Kinzel, quality legal services close to home.
Live your life like a dreamer. Fly all over the world. Open your shut so the world can see. You're a beautiful pearl. Live your day like you mean it. And don't forget who you are. You're free to go anywhere. There's no distance too far.
When you're looking for a small local doctor with a big heart, you've come to the right place at Logan Pediatrics. Your child's care is in good hands with our friendly staff of professionals. Our state-of-the-art clinic offers the best in technology and pediatric health care, from immunizations to annual checkups. Most insurance accepted, licensed and insured. Call 304-239-0301 or visit loganpediatrics.com. Located at 300 Prosperity Lane, Suite 100 in Logan. We're also proud to welcome our new location in Danville.
Is 2019 the year you experienced the American dream of owning your own home? If so, you should contact Hometown Real Estate. The agents at Hometown Real Estate have over 30 years of experience to help you through the home buying process. Take the first step in purchasing your next home and contact Hometown Real Estate today. They can show you the house that might be your next home.
Final segment here tonight from Willie Acres Arena as the Chapmanville Tigers move on to the sectional championship with an 83-56 win over the Lincoln County Panthers. Chris Kidd and James Barker with you, and it's time now. Maybe not time now. Robbie's got a couple more seconds here to go. Well, I'll tell you what, while Robbie's loading up everything there, James, let's talk real quick about tomorrow night again with Scott and Logan. Tip-off will be at 7:30 p.m. We'll be on the air around 7:15 with the pregame show, and you'll have the call tomorrow night. I'll be there as your stand-in guy, the caller man for tomorrow evening, so you'll get to hear a flip-flop of this tomorrow night. But with that ball game, again, you've seen both teams a couple more times than I have this year. What matchup, if you're Logan, scares you the most in that game?
I'm looking at the way Scott kind of plays. They're a lot like Chapmanville. Not one guy kind of takes control of the game for the most part, but Drew Hatfield's going to have to be able to lock down on John Hamilton from the outside. If Hamilton's able to get some shots to go early on, it's going to give Scott some confidence. I'm interested to see how Scott plays Logan. Are they going to press? Or are they going to try to push the tempo? Or are they going to try to kind of play back and slow the game down a little bit? If Scott comes out in full court pressure, I think it plays into Logan's advantage. But I do think Scott has the guards to play with the Wildcats. And obviously the question is, it's not if you can stop David early, it's how many does he get? So I think that's a big question for the Skyhawks as well.
Yeah, they were able to hold David early to 10 in the second meeting, but he had 32 in the first. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup plays out. But James and I will be there at 7:30 tomorrow night with the tip between Logan and Scott. Well, it's time now for our temp control power electric play of the game. And tonight, well, take your pick. Again, I think we're going to go with the first dunk from Obina, but at the same time, we've got many of them lined up here on Video Productions as well. Again, there you see the breakaway dunk for Obina in the second half with the one-handed slam, but the dunk that he had to lead things off tonight in the first half, James, just absolutely unlike anything we've seen at the high school level before, just dunking over a man, splitting two defenders, going coast to coast, and jumping from just inside the free throw line to absolutely destroy one of the Lincoln County defenders on the back end of it.
Yeah, one of my good buddies, Philip C., come up here during halftime and kind of talk to us about the dunk. He said it may be one of the best plays he's ever seen in high school basketball. That shows you how great of a play that is. Philip C.'s the guy that has seen as much basketball as anybody in the state over the last 3 or 4 years. He even wrote a book on the 2015 state tournament. So this is a guy that knows basketball, knows high school basketball here in West Virginia. Called it one of the best plays he's ever seen. So.
Well, that play was easily our Appalachian Power Electric play of the game. And sign up for real-time text and email alerts about power outages and restoration estimates in the area at AppalachianPower.com/alerts. And also here tonight on Video Productions, our player of the game is none other than Obina Anachile Killen. Again, with 20 points here tonight, 6 dunks. Double-digit, easily a double-double tonight, close to a triple-double perhaps with blocks as well. Again, Obina just absolutely dominated play here this evening and helped lift Chapmanville in the second half to that runaway win against Lincoln County. So now heading forward, Chapmanville gets the rest of the week off, James. They'll be up scouting on Logan tomorrow night and on Scott tomorrow night. Going to be an interesting clash tomorrow evening, and again, we'll have that game for you at 7:30. And then Friday, we'll also have the sectional finals. Still kind of awaiting things on Wednesday, whether or not one of the girls' regional finals will be with us as well. But going to be a fun week no matter what or where we go.
Yeah, a busy week, but a fun week nonetheless, Chris. And this is the best time of year for high school basketball. Girls regional finals, boys sectional semifinals and finals. It doesn't get any better in the state of West Virginia than this time of the year unless you're in Charleston in 2 weeks.
And I tell you what, we plan on being there. We plan on being here, there, everywhere. Again, the road to Charleston is getting shorter and shorter, and we are on the path to seeing who will get to the Civic Center in just a couple of weeks. Again, the girls will be decided later this week. The boys are going to get set up for next week, and Chapmanville just solved the first piece of the puzzle here tonight as they knock out Lincoln County for the 3rd straight year and now await either the Scott Skyhawks or the Logan Wildcats. And you can find out who that'll be tomorrow night right here on WVOW and on Video Productions. Again, starting at 7:15 with the pregame show, 7:30 with the tip. So we say our goodbyes now from Will Acres Arena. For Terry Bucklew back in the WVOW studios, Robbie Mounts, our engineer on Video Productions, James Barker, I'm Chris Kidd saying so long tonight from Hatfield and Middleburg Island as you have been listening to and watching Chapmanville Tigers basketball action with us. We're here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.